Hey everybody, Dive Girl Deb here. Let's go out to the garden and I'm gonna show you what I've been working on today. It's been a pretty good little project overall. I'm happy to get it going. I think that it is gonna, well, number one, half of all of that wood that's out front on the front yard, half of it, stuff on the right side of the driveway, is now in this pile being munched up. So the other half is still out there. And honestly, I think I'm going to get all of it in here. Now let me show you why. Alright, so when I'm not gardening, I like to cook meat on here. This is a smoker. And as you can see, I got wood fuel underneath here. There are branches from the garden. And this also has a big, huge smoke chamber. I can put a whole turkey in here and smoke it if I wanted to. It's got racks and a water bowl and all of that good stuff. It's lovely. So, because I have a use for small bits of wood even, and fruit woods to use in a smoker, I like to set aside the bigger chunks of my wood for the smoker. So this morning, I had this whole yard full of material up here, a pile there, and a couple piles around the side. So that's been drug in here. I'll let the last batch of it is set in here, and you can see it doesn't fill it up very much. I'm also, these are the branches that I cut out of it, and these are some nicer sized pieces that I'm going to keep for the smoker, and there are some other bigger chunks here that I'm going to keep for projects and stuff. But I think that I'm probably not going to get this as full as I want it to be, but that's okay because it's going to be a good start. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down and get it set in there. I'm going to move those branch piles because underneath it is the soil that I want to start to load. And I think I'm actually going to start to load some soil because then I can put more branches on top of the soil to make sure I have a lot of nutrients up towards the top half of this. So yeah, that's going to be good. And there are some nice big chunks of apple here. I mean, you know, there's some nice sized branches here that can be used for all kinds of projects. But yeah, those will get set aside. I'm really excited though, because by being able to put these branches in this box, I'm not going to spend, like, I don't know, what does Lane Forest Products charge for a truckload and a half of material, because I couldn't get it in one. It'd probably be like $12, so not a lot of money. But also, I'm not going to spend the petroleum to go there, which is good for the environment. They're not going to spend petroleum to grind this up and mulch it, because they're going to grind it up and then they're going to use a tractor for a 6-week period every week, and they're going to turn those piles. Uses a lot of diesel, and those machines use a lot of petroleum, and so that's not going to happen. And now I'm keeping these organic nutrients right here in my garden. So that's a big win-win for me. Hold on to those nutrients. And I'm going to, basically what's going to happen is that as these branches in here decay, that carbon is going to become a sponge. And it's going to soak up the nitrogen and minerals and other gases in the soil until it balances out. And this soil, of course, is chock full of chicken poo. And that chicken poo is going to bring the worms up through here, which is going to increase the decay factor, and all the other microbes and funguses and microorganisms are going to have a field day. One of the things I try to do here is to be sure to give each branch some surface area where it has a cut. That way that you don't have a long branch where the molds and funguses can't find an easy way in to start the decay process. Because I want this to decay down pretty quickly. So I'm going to sit over here by the beehive and talk kind of quiet because of the bees. But This is really going to be a nice box at the end of the day. Nice nutrient dense soils. I got my potatoes kind of leveled out right up against them here, and I used some of that soil to actually build up this entire bed into a deeper mound, which is going to give me more potatoes. And it's going to be full of chicken poo. I put some good stuff in here and some sand, which they really like. But check out the girls. Alright, well, they're busy as little bees, doing their things. Okay, well, that's the latest from Dive Girl Deb's garden. Things look amazing. We're gonna have, I just love these pavers. They're so cute. Of course, these are like temporary set here right now, but they're just so fun. I put a bunch of clover here, which will grow up about 10 inches. Look really great during the summer, and there's more clover over there. Look at those potato bed, man. There are 5 varieties of potatoes in here that are so lovely. Yum. And then, of course, the next thing you want in your skillet is some chives and some onions. And I got onion starch down there. So good. All right, well, this bed is romping along. I got to turn this dude off and get to work. All right, Hugo Culture bed at Dive Girl Deb's house. Great way to recycle. All right, you guys. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.